We are back with another great session on the Excel Weekend 7. I'm Cristiano Galvão from the Excel Turbo and Excel Weekend at the backstage. And this is Boriana Petrova from Bulgaria. She is MVP and she runs a great event, the Bulgaria Excel Days. Enjoy and write the comments and questions below.
Hello everyone. Today I will present you the power of parameters and how to use them in the real project. My name is Boriana Petrova and I'm from Bulgaria. I'm Microsoft certified trainer with more than 15 years experience as an IT instructor and business consultant, and I have been 5 years Microsoft MVP for Excel. Also, I'm founder of iTraining Bulgaria, company for Microsoft training and business consultancy. Also, I'm founder and administrator of Microsoft Office User Group Bulgaria. I have been speaker of many local and international Microsoft events in Bulgaria, Europe, and also in Australia. At the last but not least, I'm organizer of Bulgaria Excel Days, one of the biggest annual conference in Europe, dedicated to Microsoft Excel, PowerBI data analysis, financial modeling, and VBA. So to automate real project, here we will use parameters and we will use custom function. All this new knowledge we implement in the real project. So the session agenda is first, I want to show you how to create basic parameters. After then, we will use a CSV file to create and use a custom function. And again, all this knowledge we will implement in our real project. So let's start first with the basic parameters. The idea here is to show you how the basic parameters work and how to implement them in simple CSV file. Let's start with my demo. I will open a new blank Excel file and I want to import a basic CSV file, basic Excel file that data was stored in the different sheets. So the data is here on the performance agents SLA file, and you will see that all the sheets has different names with the month name. So I will select just one, for example, and transform this data. This will help me to create a basic parameter, and after then I will use this parameter inside of this query. So you can see that here is a couple of new steps that Power BI was created. I need just to lift this source and navigation. Under the navigation step, there is a name of our sheet that we were imported. So let's create a new simple basic parameter. And this is stored under the Home tab. There is a Manage Parameters, and we have new parameter option. I will call this parameter my month. And this parameter will have current value, for example, December. Like the same sheet that we import. I will press OK, and you will see here that we create a parameter that was called my month. Okay, the idea now is how to use this parameter inside of our query. So it's super simple just to change the item name here and to type my parameter name. I will type just my month, and this is all that we need. Again, change this automated steps. And now you can see, so for example, here in P1 column 2, this value here is 5 for Project Office, for example, and I can change the current value in my parameter from December to January, for example. And if I do this, you will see that the result here will change. Okay, this is the first step. We just create a basic parameter. The next one, let's go forward and see how to create a custom function. To create a custom function and use this custom function inside of lots of files. So let's go back to our. And now I will import a CSV file, and I will choose just one from folder that it's called closed cases, and select just one file. The idea here is that we have a different files that was generated in the different period for the different months, and we need to create a function that transform one of them, but it will implement to the other one. So I will select just one file, open and transform a little bit this file, and you will see how this will reflect to the other one. So, for example, here we can create a couple of steps, for example, to filter some columns, use first row as header, change some data, for example, here to be real dates and time column, but the format is from United Kingdom. And after then, this will transform to date type. And I can call this simple fn get close cases, closed cases, and this one is still Power Query, and now I will transform it to be custom function. To do this, I should go to the advanced editor, selecting view. There is advanced editor menu, and to transform this query to function, I need to create a parameter, and I will call this parameter my closed files, and just need to replace this name of parameter to be inside of my query. So under this code, you will see that file contents is a reference to my folder and to exactly that file that I was selected. And now I want to replace all this string with my parameter. And I will type just my closed files. And stress that the icon here is look like table. And once that I type this parameter, this one will transfer automatically to be custom function. When I press done, this will convert to function. And now I need some parameters, some info, what kind of file we need to transform. And now I will show you how to use this custom function that we create. And for example, now I want to import all the files that is stored in their name close cases. So I go to new source, select more options, and need to import a data that was stored in folder. Under the folder, I will select connect, and now we will see all the CSV files that has close cases inside of their name. So transform the data, and this is the moment that we need to use our custom function. To do that, I will go to add column and I will create a custom column. And the custom column will use our fn get close cases custom function. So I will type fn get close cases, and inside of these cases, in the bracket, I need to generate this string that is folder path, and after then the name of different files. So to do that, I just need the folder path column, and after then I want to concatenate with the file name. Now close the bracket. I don't have any syntax error, press OK, and this will generate the new column. Here you can see there is a custom column that I've just created, and under the different table I can preview the content of our files that I need. So here is the first file, this is the second one, this is the third one. Nice. And let's remove other columns. And when I expand this custom column, I will see the result that is a query that stores all the files that is in this close cases folder. Okay, so this was a simple demo how to create and use a custom function, and now we will continue with all this knowledge in the real project. So let's before explain you how was the idea and why we prepare our project with basic parameters and custom function. So the project is prepared for a call center, and there was an issue that they receive different files every month and need to generate reports month by month. And we prepare a dashboard using these different files, and of course we automate calculation. So we have one CSV file with locked case that we received monthly. Also, we have one CSV file again, but with the different columns and different structure that is we call a closed cases this, and again we receive this monthly. Also, we have an Excel file that it's called Performance Agents SLA, and there is a different sheets by month. And the last one is again CSV file that it's called Outstanding Cases, again with different columns and different structure according to the locked and closed cases, and we receive it monthly again. We will collect all this data using custom function and automate locked calls, automate closed calls, automate outstanding call cases, and we will use a basic parameter to check what is the current month and take the data from the previous month. And after that, we will create a simple dashboard. So let's go with all this stuff in one business real project. I will start from scratch, and first query that I will prepare will be data that will check what is the current month, and after then I will generate a parameter that will show me the previous month according to the current one. So first I need to create a blank query. This blank query will show me the name of month. So let's start with some simple function that will generate a local time, and the name is date time dot local. Now, and you will see this is the function name, and I need just open and close bracket, press enter, and you will see this is the result of my local date time. So now I'm looking for only the month, and I will extract the month by using different function, and the name is date dot month, and I need to extract month from my local date time, so I just want to put this previous function in the bracket, and the result here will be only the number. You can see actually for our goals we need to extract the month from the previous according to the local date and time. So I will do this, just subtract -1, and you will see the result is 1. Okay, this is simple, but now the data that we are using is not only the number of the months instead of their month name. So I need to create a query that the result is January, February, March, etc. using month name. So to do this, I can do this type a little bit more complicated function, and let me show you how it's works. So first I need to generate a formula that the result will be date, and after then I will transform the result to show the month name. So here just I want to type a function, and the function name is simple date function. The date function has 3 arguments, and the first one is year. So I look with my date and time local function, this one, just want to copy it, and say, okay, show me the year of my date. And the function is simple again, date.year, and in the bracket I will put my local date and time. This will be the first argument of my date function. The second one we already generated. This is the month of my local time. And of course, -1 to look at in the previous month. And the third argument is, of course, day. And I will type just date.day. And again, I will put my date time local now. When I do this, just close the bracket of date function, and the result must be current date, but from the previous month. Press enter, and you will see this is the result. So now we have the new tab that is called Date Time Tools. Instead of previous, it was Number Tools. But here, when we have Date Time Tools, I can convert this to show me the month name. Now we have the name of the previous month. Okay, and you can see this is stored like a parameter, and I just want to rename this and type P like parameter my previous month, and this will be my parameter. Great. So let's now show you how to use this parameter. I will import my Excel file that has a different sheets with the different month names, and the name of this file is Performance Agents SLA. Just open it. Select one of these sheets, like previous example. It could be April, it could be August, no matter what, which one. All these sheets have the same column structure. So I just select the one of them, go to OK, and create a couple of steps later. But now I need, under the navigation step, change the item name with my parameter that I was created. This was P, my pre-month. Press enter. And now this is a data that was already pivoted. So I need to transform this data to be suitable to my model. So the step that I need is to create a couple of columns with this data. And the first one, I just need to go to Transform tab and press Transpose. This will help me to create a column name with the different, this is our client name. So go to Use First Row as header, clear the Change Type step, fill down, this is the name of the different calculation that we need. So I need to fill down with the name of the calculations. And after then, I will select this both column, and the other one will unpivot. So now it's better my data to go to the data model. Of course, I don't need this grand total here, so I will clear it. Also, I will rename different columns. I will call this calls. The second column is our priority. The third column is our client or company. And the last one is number of calls. So let's change this name here, and I will call this SLA, like the file name. Press enter, and let's see what happened here. Under the source step, again, we have a file content, and this is the string that our file was stored. But we don't need to create a custom function at this moment, because all the data was stored in one single file. And the moment here is that the data was stored in the different sheets. And we create a parameter that is looking which is the necessary sheet that we need.
Okay, this was everything from me and from Bulgaria. Thank you so much for attending, and hope to see you in real life. Thank you again. Bye-bye.